Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ping Ping and I would like to apologize guys. I wasn't able to upload videos for the month of February and March, but actually there's no big changes or big updates from the US Embassy in the Philippines and also from USCIS for that following month. And for today's video guys, I have a big announcement regarding some fees and updates from the US Embassy in the Philippines. So please stick around and we're going to discuss that in this video. Okay, so let's discuss now the updates from the US Embassy Manila. The first update guys is, here we go. The US Department of State extended until December 31, 2023 previously approved authorities allowing consular officers to waive the in-person interview for immigrant and non-immigrant visa application. So guys, if you are going to apply for interview waiver program for tourist visa, you can actually apply for that if you have a previous visa and it's valid for 10 years and you haven't had any issues with your US tourist visa and you want to renew it. You can apply for interview waiver program. Make sure that your US tourist visa is expired in the last 48 months or it's still valid within the next 48 months. So you can apply for interview waiver program for that. You don't need to attend an interview and you will have your visa in the next 2 to 3 weeks for the approval. All right, so what other visas that you can apply for interview waiver? Here are the list of the visas that you can process for interview waiver program. For non-immigrant visas, we have certain H2, and that is for temporary agricultural and non-agricultural workers applicants. We also have certain students, professors, research scholars, short-term scholars, or specialists, and that is visa for F, M, and academic J visa applicants. And for certain temporary workers who have an individual petition approved by US citizenship. And for immigrant visa services, so there are some visas that you can also apply if you're under the immigrant visa. So these are the types of visas for immigrant visas that is qualified for interview waiver program. So we have H1, H3, H4, LOPQ visa applicants who met certain conditions, including that they are applying for a visa in their country of nationality or residence. So guys, if you want to avail the interview waiver program for the following visas that we mentioned, you can avail this until December 31 of 2023. Okay, next update is we have for visa updates. So visa updates guys, there is a big changes or visa fee increase for the following visa. So here is the update. So visa update for 2023. The US Department of State has increased certain non-immigrant visa or NIV application processing fees globally. These fees increases are effective as of May 30, 2023. So we have for B1 and B2, and that is tourist visa, and other non-petition based NIV such as student and exchange visitor visas has increased from $160 to $185. So application fee for certain petition based non-immigrant visas for temporary workers, HL, O, PQ, and R categories has increased from $190 to $205. The application fee for treaty trader, that is E category, treaty investor, and a treaty applicant in a specialty occupation or E category, that's E1 and E2, has increased from $205 to $315. So the visa increase, guys, will start from May 30, 2023 onwards. All right, so for immigrant visa, there's no updates if there's an increase for their fees, only for non-immigrant visa. All right, so next we have also the following updates considering that there's an increase. So let's hear. For other consular fees remain the same, including the waiver of the 2-year residency required fee for certain exchange visitors. Applicants have already paid a visa application fee that is currently valid and non-expired. You don't need to pay the increase if you pay before May 30. But you have not yet appeared for their visa interview or are waiting for their case to be processed will not be charged any additional fee. Then let's discuss how long is the wait times for all the specific types of visa, non-immigrant visa and immigrant visa. Okay. So let's see. Here are some updates for immigrants and non-immigrant visas. All correspondence is processed in the order received. Non-immigrant visa type appointment wait time. Here you can see for the Philippines, the Manila city, we have interview required student exchange visitors. The wait times is 10 calendar days. For interview waiver for B1, B2, 1 calendar day, because once they receive your request for interview waiver, they will process it right away. But for interview required visitors B1, B2, we have 159 calendar days, or that is how many months? More than 5 months. Okay, you can visit the website if you want to verify the information. The website, guys, you can see it in the description box below. For the immigrant visa processes, IR1 and IR5, the U.S. Embassy in the Philippines announces that they're still processing immigrant visas across all categories. However, with significant backlogs in most categories, wait times for interviews are lengthy for all immediate relatives. It is not possible to provide precise wait times as facilities, staffing, resources, and local conditions all affect capacity and scheduling. That is for IR1 to IR5. And for K1, so no update as what cases they are processing, but if you want to schedule an interview in U.S. Embassy Manila, the earliest interview month is July of 2023. For K1, guys, you can just check the CGI portal from time to time. Maybe they will provide you the earliest possible time, and then you just grab the schedule. But again, please note that you can only reschedule your interview 3 times, okay? So that's it. Next, family preference visa. We're processing immigrant visas across all categories. However, with significant backlogs in most categories, wait times for interviews are lengthy for all but immediate relatives. Okay, so you can actually schedule an interview if you have an approved expedite request or cases, and cases that were documentary complete at the National Visa Center in February of 2020. So you can request for expedite interview. For family preference, only if you have a approved expedite request. Okay, employment-based visa, we're processing immigrant visas across all categories. However, with significant backlogs in most categories, it's not possible to provide precise wait times as facilities, staffing, resources, and local conditions all affect capacity and scheduling. Now let's discuss, guys, the visa bulletin for April 2023. So guys, let's discuss the visa bulletin for the month of April. This is actually important, guys, if you are monitoring the updates of your visa applications or petitions. You can check on the National Visa Center what's the update. So we are going to discuss 2 phrases in this video. The first one is final action dates. It means when it's final action dates, visa is available. So it means that you are documentary complete. They are going to schedule an interview for you, and once you pass the interview, they will issue the visa. And then the next one is dates for filing applications. It means that indicating when immigrant visa applicants should be notified. So the National Visa Center will going to notify you that you are eligible for this kind of petition. Please assemble all the documents and submit it to the National Visa Center. That is the meaning of dates for filing applications. So let's discuss first the final action dates for family-sponsored preference cases. So this means that this family, the dates appear here. The visa is ready. They're going to schedule an interview for this following dates. All right, let me show you. So we have here family-sponsored preference cases. We have F1, F2, F2B, F3, and F4. So let's discuss for the Philippines. And you can see in F1, it's March 1 of 2012. It means, guys, that visa is authorized for issuance only for applicants whose priority date is earlier than the final action date listed below. So example, if your priority date is February 1 of 2012, you will have your interview soon. And they were going to, once you pass the interview, they were going to issue a visa for you. Okay, so that's it. And then we have F2B. and F2A, F3, and F4. So that's how that's the explanation of this video. So example, your priority date should be earlier than September 8th. So let's say August 1 of 2020, meaning you will have your interview soon. And once you're got approved, they will issue a visa for you, or your case is ready for interview, and then they will going to issue the visa once you pass the interview. That is the meaning of this picture in this part. Final action dates. Next, let's discuss the dates for filing family sponsored visa application. So it means, guys, in this picture, once you see the date here, your date should be earlier than the dates appear. And then once your date is earlier than the dates appear, it means that you will get notification from the National Visa Center that you are going to submit all the required documents, and they will going to process the petition for assessment and approval. So let's say F1, your priority date is April 20, 2015. You will soon receive a notification from the National Visa Center that you are going to assemble all the documents and submit it to them for them to process. Now we have final action dates for employment-based preference cases. It means, guys, that once your date appear here or your current, you will be scheduled an interview soon in the embassy, or your case is ready. And then once you pass the interview, they will release a visa for you. So let's say your employment-based application is we have fifth or unreserved, including C5, T5, it is current, meaning they're going to schedule an interview for you soon. All right, so be ready, all the documents, and you can check your case in the SIAC portal. And once your case is ready, you can schedule an interview at the US Embassy. Okay, next, let's have dates for filing for employment-based visa. So dates for filing, and this one is, you could see that for Philippines, we have first, current. So they're processing faster for employment-based visa because they need a lot of workers right now here in America. Okay, guys, so that's it for this updates for this month. I have actually two side comments regarding this video. First is the increase in fees. It is not so reasonable for me because aside from we're still in high inflation rate, which we're all struggling. Okay, and the services of the U.S. Embassy is not improving at all. We will see, especially for K1, for tourists, that you have to wait for like 3 months before you schedule an interview. You know what I mean? So, but okay, let's say they will increase visa fee by May of 30. So we will see, guys, if they will improve their services once the fees take effect, and we will look out for that. We will check their services and see the timeline, if they will increase they will make faster processing. They will provide more interview slots for tourist visa, K1, and for all other types of visas. And also the second reactions that I want to share is that I don't understand why they don't open many interview dates for K1. Seriously, guys, K1 visa applicants, they're also like, they process correctly. They're being petitioned by their fiance, which is also an American citizen. I don't understand why they're paid, and I don't understand why they're not allowed to, why they're not opening a lot of visa interview slots for K1. They're actually, to tell you the truth, guys, K1 visa applicants, they pay a lot higher fees compared to spousal visa. Don't get mad at me, right? But they're paying higher fees compared to other applicants. But seems that they're not so sure to welcome K1 visa applicants. Like, U.S. Embassy is like, wait a minute, let me think. Your K1 visa holder? Hold on, wait a minute. I'm thinking. Okay, fine. You can enter the U.S. You know what I mean? So, I'm so sorry. I'm a K1 visa holder before I enter the US, and I understand how it feels. We have to process adjustment of status. Once we arrive here, we're going to pay a lot of visa fee, a lot of fees again. Once we arrive here, we have to wait longer for our interviews to be processed. It's a lot. Okay, so all right, that's enough. That's all for today's video, guys. I hope you learned something. And if you have questions, violent reactions, I'm open for that. Please comment down below. And if you have questions, please be patient. I try to answer all of them when I'm not busy. Okay, so please don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Please hit the bell button to get notified. And thank you so much for watching. Please, you have a good day. Take care and be safe.